If you've flown recently, you probably think you've seen it all. But behind the scenes, airlines and airports are quietly playing a game you don't even know you're in. From surprise fees, to convenient policies that actually cost you money, to banned items they're hoping you bring so they can deny your boarding, there are secrets happening right under your nose. And here's the kicker. The final secret in this video is the one most people get wrong. It's so common, it's already gotten thousands of passengers flagged at the gate. And yes, some were denied boarding entirely. But before we dive in the sneaky world of airports, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's start with what really happens when your flight gets overbooked. You already know airlines overbook flights, but what they don't tell you is, it's intentional. They're betting some passengers won't show up, but when everyone does, it's chaos, unless you know what to do. If the gate agent asks for volunteers to give up a seat, don't jump at the first offer. Wait, negotiate. Most people get a $200 voucher, vertical bar, but I've seen folks walk away with $600 in credits, a hotel night, and a first-class ticket. The key? Be polite. Ask what the maximum offer is, and make sure you get it all in writing, including any hotel or meal vouchers. If your schedule's flexible, this is the easiest way to score big. Ever been told your flight is delayed for maintenance or awaiting crew? Then you look out the window, and your plane is just sitting there? Some airlines intentionally delay flights to combine passengers onto fewer planes, saving themselves fuel and crew costs. It's frustrating, yes, but there's something you can do. Download the free app, Flight Radar 24. It lets you track your plane in real time. If your plane is at the gate and your flight's still delayed with no real reason, go up to the airline desk, ask what's going on, and show them the proof. Sometimes that's all it takes for them to find you a seat on another flight. And if not, at least you're informed, while everyone else is sitting around in the dark paying $8 for trail mix. Want to spend less time at baggage claim? Here's a trick most travelers don't know. Mark your bag as fragile. It doesn't just mean they'll handle it gently, it often means it gets loaded last, and therefore comes off first. It's not a guarantee, but it works more often than not, especially on larger domestic flights. And while you're at it, throw a bright strap or tag on your luggage too. It'll stand out from the sea of black roller bags. Most travelers walk into the first TSA line they see, which is usually the longest one in the airport. But did you know many airports have secondary, lesser-known checkpoints? At places like JFK, Atlanta, and LAX, I've saved up to 40 minutes just by asking an airport employee, "Is there another security line that's open right now?" Many terminals have alternate entries just a short walk away, with much shorter waits. No TSA pre-check required, no extra fees, just a little awareness. If your flight is delayed or canceled due to something the airline controls, like a mechanical issue or a crew shortage, they owe you more than just an apology. But here's the catch. They won't offer anything unless you ask. Meal vouchers, hotel rooms, even flight credits for future travel. Be firm but polite. Say, "Since this delay was caused by airline issues, are you offering any compensation today?" Sometimes just that one sentence unlocks hundreds in value. Airlines love to pressure you into paying extra just to pick your seat. But here's the truth. The best seats aren't always available at booking. Many exit rows, bulkhead, and premium economy seats go unassigned until check-in. So here's what to do. Check in as early as possible online. Then, and this is key, go to the gate agent and ask nicely. Mention if you have long legs, back issues, or just politely ask if anything with extra room is available. They're often happy to help. And I've been upgraded to roomy rows many times without spending a dime. You know the drill. TSA says no liquids, so you toss your water. 5 minutes later, you're thirsty, and the airport sells it back to you for $6. Here's the fix. Bring an empty reusable bottle. Most airports have hidden refill stations, usually next to restrooms or tucked near the gates. You'll avoid the markup, stay hydrated, and waste less plastic. It's a simple change, but once you try it, you'll never go back. Airlines love when you book round trips. They're easy, convenient, and often overpriced. But sometimes, 2 one-way tickets with different airlines can be far cheaper. Or for advanced travelers, try hidden city ticketing. Say you're flying to Chicago. A flight to LA with a layover in Chicago might be cheaper than a direct ticket. So you book it and get off at the layover. Warning, don't check bags. They'll go to LA. And don't do this too often. But if you're traveling light, it's a serious money saver. Ever notice how some people breeze through TSA while others get pulled aside? Sometimes it's random, but more often it's because of what you're wearing. Bulky layers, belts, metal jewelry. Even certain shoes can flag you for extra screening. Want to avoid the hassle? Dress simply. Avoid metal. And most importantly, stand still in the scanner. Movement causes errors. Unless, of course, you enjoy those awkward security encounters. Then go wild. Your flight's been delayed. Again, no updates, no timeline, just stress. Here's the part airlines really hope you don't know. If your flight is delayed over 2 hours due to the airline's fault, you may be entitled to a full refund or travel credit. Ask firmly. If they say no, escalate to a supervisor or file a complaint online. The more persistent and polite you are, the more likely you'll walk away with something valuable. You're not just a passenger, you're a paying customer, and your time matters. Think lounges are just for business class travelers? Think again. Many airports now offer pay-per-use lounges starting around $25 to $35. And with certain credit cards or travel apps like LoungeBuddy or Priority Pass, you might get in for free. Inside, free food, drinks, clean restrooms, faster Wi-Fi, and sometimes even showers or nap pods. Trust me, one lounge visit during a long layover, and you'll never look at the gate area the same way again. You've used this carry-on for years. Same dimensions, same overhead bin. No issues, but now a gate agent is eyeing it like it's a loaded weapon. Here's what's happening. Airlines are cracking down on carry-on sizing, especially on full flights. They'll ask you to test fit your bag into one of those metal frames, and if it sticks out even a little, they'll force you to gate check it. Why? Because it saves them boarding time, reduces overhead bin drama, and lets them charge fees when bags get checked at the gate. Your move? Make sure your bag meets the current size rules to the inch, and don't overstuff it. If it barely fit before, it probably won't now. And if your bag gets tagged, politely ask if you can remove medications or valuables before they take it. Don't let a last-minute luggage drama ruin your flight. Think you know what you're allowed to bring on board? Think again. TSA quietly updates its banned item list all the time. And lately, some very common items have made the no-fly list. Here are a few recent shockers. Blue flame torch lighters, used for cigars or camping, banned even in checked bags. Massage guns, flagged for their battery type. Certain types of protein powder. If unmarked or unlabeled, it could be pulled for extra screening. Smart luggage. If the battery can't be removed, it's not allowed at all. Even items like pepper spray, legal in some states, are never allowed in carry-on bags. And airport security won't give you a second chance to take it home. Before every trip, check tsa.gov/whatcanibring and scroll the list. It takes 2 minutes and could save you a delay or a fine. Ever notice how you're in Group 4, but somehow there are already 85 people in line ahead of you? That's because airlines have redefined what priority boarding actually means. There's often pre-boarding for those who need assistance, loyalty program elites, credit card holders, families, active military, and then Groups 1 through 9. By the time they call Group 5, you're basically Group 35. Here's how to beat it. If you care about overhead space, get up and stand near the gate about 1 to 2 groups ahead, or use an airline-branded credit card. Many offer early boarding perks even on basic tickets. Just know, your group number isn't what it used to be. And yes, they've done that on purpose. You've got your boarding pass, you hand over your driver's license, and suddenly the agent pauses. Ma'am, this ID isn't acceptable. Here's what happened. Your ID might technically be valid, but it's not real ID compliant. Starting soon, U.S. travelers will need a real ID or valid passport for all domestic flights. Also, some states issue temporary or paper IDs, which TSA doesn't accept. And if your ID expired during COVID and you forgot to renew it, TSA no longer grants exceptions. The fix? Check for the gold star in the corner of your license. If it's missing, bring your passport. Or renew now to avoid last-minute chaos. No one loves the middle seat. It's cramped, awkward, and leaves you elbow fighting on both sides. But there's one upside gate agents know it's the least desirable seat. And sometimes they'll move you just to make boarding smoother. If you're solo and stuck in the middle, here's what to do. Ask at the gate if there are any aisle or window seats left. Be kind. Mention that you don't mind staying where you are, but would appreciate a move if one opens up. If the flight isn't completely full, you might get bumped up to a better row, or even a premium seat, just to balance out the cabin. It doesn't work every time, but when it does, it turns a dreaded seat into a travel win. Now you know the tricks airlines hope stay hidden. You know how to get refunds, upgrades, lounge access, and peace of mind. But don't keep it to yourself. Send this video to a friend who flies. They'll thank you next time they save money, skip a line, or get a surprise upgrade. And if you learned something today, hit that like button and subscribe for more travel wisdom made for travelers like us. Because the best way to beat the system is to understand it better than they do.